Good afternoon, everyone. Graduates, your sleepless nights have finally paid off. You had to drink criminal amounts of caffeine to get here, but you made it. And even now, if you trip and fall on your way up here, like I once did, no one is going to remember it because you're graduating ICS. That means that you know how to write code that can change the world, or at least code that can change the color of a button. It is with profound gratitude and honor that I stand before all of you to commence this ceremony. However, this isn't going to be a basic speech. And although it would have been easier, it wasn't written by ChatGPT. I would be remiss if I did not write this myself. Times are hard. If you're feeling doubt and uncertainty, you are not alone. The rising cost of existence, student loans, scoring the job interview, let alone the job offer, with AI looming bigger every day. It's rough. Be honest. Living with your parents is not just your summer plan, is it? It just so happens that I too know all about doubt, uncertainty, and tough times firsthand. And that's not just because I once sat in this audience, just like you, facing a tough job market. My doubts started when I was 3 years old. The catastrophic aftermath of a botched surgery left me paralyzed, neck down. You wouldn't know it from my resume, but I have gone through my entire life with the limited use of the left side of my body and only one working functional hand. My mother took me to physical therapy for years. She pushed me to work hard every single day. My sisters saw the struggle of a handicapped kid trying to fit in, and they asked me to look at the world differently than it viewed me. My father became entirely focused on teaching me how to stay confident in the face of so much doubt and uncertainty. I had some success, finding a way to beat my friends at Street Fighter II, the Fortnite of my day, with one hand. And then came bikes and swimming and basketball. But really, I was just trying my best to find creative ways to try to keep up. But the bigger challenges kept coming. The bullies who picked on people who can't or won't defend themselves. The best friends who found new best friends. The ex-girlfriends who left me because they didn't want to risk having disabled babies. And yes, they said this to my face. From elementary school all the way up to receiving my high school diploma, I took my fair share of licks. And then one day, UCI said yes. It gave me a community, an opportunity, a place where my story didn't count me out. UCI even gave me my first job because of my disability, so that I could help people just like me, victims of stroke. The years here would shape my life. Here is where I met the world. I made friends who became co-founders at Easy Texting. We shared the dream together, working late nights, falling asleep on our keyboards, taking shifts to cover for each other, hoping that we'd make enough to buy groceries that month. One of my fondest memories, them waking me up with panicked phone calls in the middle of the night. Punit, wake up! The system, it's going too slow! And my personal favorite, Punit, wake up! The system, it's going too fast! Too fast? That system, built by this kid who wasn't supposed to be alive, was now going way too fast for the country's biggest telecom companies? It was pretty wild. Who would have guessed at the start I'd end up with devoted, lifelong friends, running a huge company, and with the most incredible wife who has given me 2 amazing kids? I did. So what can you take away from my story? Well, today, with the world in front of you, it might feel like you also have one hand tied behind your back. The next step might feel impossible, and the world that you are walking into might feel just as uncertain. Because on top of everything else, while you've been grinding late nights and learning to code, AI has been learning too. It's fast, it's powerful, and it's everywhere. So yes, you'd be right to wonder what it all means. For your job, your career, your role in the world. I also wondered, why me? But here's the truth. The key to success isn't... Still on? Hello? Okay, here we go. But here's the truth. The key to success isn't coding speed. I was coding with one hand at half the speed of everyone else. No, success does not come down to making your iPhone app overnight. The key is kindness. The winners care deeply. They don't just accept being paralyzed neck down. They get to work every single day. They work twice as hard to get half as far over and over and over again. You see, AI won't imagine something that doesn't have a chance and then bet everything on it. It won't feel awe or heartbreak or goosebumps. And it will not take responsibility for the people it loves. But you will. You may not realize this, but part of what makes you great is not just how skilled you are. It's your devotion to the people around you. The realization that no one who makes it is truly self-made. We are built by the work and care that others pour into us. Friends, siblings, parents, professors, classmates, and strangers have helped us see and act on our potential. You haven't gotten here alone. If you look left or right, you've got some people to thank for your journey. Some of them will even help you build your future. So, class of 2025, now it's your turn. Show them how grateful you are. The state of the world is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Now get out there and write beautiful code that changes the world. Or at least vibe code till your buttons look perfect. But most importantly, stay kind, care, because the world has never just needed brilliant software engineers. It needs thoughtful humans, too, humans like you. To the class of 2025, congratulations.